Welcome to Stampin' by Hannah here on YouTube. Just a very quick reminder that I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so anything you see in my video you can purchase in my online store. I would be honoured if you would choose me as your demonstrator if you live in the UK, France, Germany, the Netherlands or Austria, or from next week, the Republic of Ireland or Belgium. Now, let me just check that I am actually live. Let's have a look. I've got my laptop set up to one side because I don't trust that. No, it is live. Great. So we are good to go. So, desk is a bit of a mess this evening. I have half prepped myself. I'm sort of, I think I know what I'm doing. Sort of a metaphor for life, isn't it, really? I think I know what I'm doing. I've got a plan. I've got a card plan in my head. It might not work out the way that I think it's going to work out, but we'll see. So, earlier on this afternoon, I put a poll up on my Instagram asking which one of these stamp sets you wanted to see in tonight's YouTube Live. And I had quite a few votes. I was rather pleased. And I really couldn't pick, so I really didn't particularly mind. I didn't have any inspiration at the time either. So I had the Fond of Autumn stamp set, which is beautiful and has the most gorgeous detailed die with it, which I did share a card with over on my blog at the weekend with this card. Just look at that. Love the background. Absolutely love it. This is for Inspire Create this week. If you want more information about that, go and pop over to my blog. So yeah, so I had that one. Nobody wanted that. I think I was the only person that voted for that. So we've gone for warm welcome instead. Now, if you saw my my live on Facebook on Sunday night, I used it over there, and we did a series of 4 or 3. I made 3 cards on the live, little note cards, just using the kind of little bitty stamps in this set, because I have to admit, and I said this on Sunday, this door stamp scares me. So we did note cards, and we did just a little bit of watercolour pencil on the note cards, and I had a bit of a disaster with my Stays on ink. You can see it, it is on my YouTube channel, and I messed up, but I did go back and make this card with this fabulous present stamp that is the reason I bought the stamp set, to be honest, because I just think that stamp's gorgeous. And so I did that. But I couldn't do something really simple again, could I? I kind of have to use the door stamp at some point. So we're gonna do some stamping with the door today. I am petrified of how this is going to turn out, but hey, we're going to give it a go. So I've got the Warm Welcome stamp set and the coordinating Warm Welcome dies. These are coming in the January to June catalogue in the new year. But Stampin' Up! Have released it early because it is World Card Making Day on Saturday. I am going to do a live, I think, over on Facebook on Saturday evening. Probably using this stamp set again, maybe, we'll see. And Stampin' Up! Have got an event on during the afternoon. So if you want more information about that, do click into my online store because there's information about it there. So I've got the stamps and the dies. I've then also got these dies because these are my current favourites. This is Stylish Shapes, and I have already gone ahead and die cut a vellum circle using the largest circle die. Just got a little bit of detail on the edges. I just think it's cute. I've got the Golden Rose metallic sheets because we're using the door, so we need a door handle with some gold on it. Just cute. I will probably lose that at some point on my desk. I'm going to move those out of the way because I don't need them again. And then I've got a piece of watercolour paper, a piece of basic white cardstock. This, which is a piece of designer scissors paper from the Abigail Rose suite. And I thought that would be good wallpaper behind the door. And a crumb cake sheet, which I'm going to use as my card base. So, and I haven't got round to chopping anything because I just am not that organised today. So, shall we make a start? I am going to waffle probably quite a lot today, but hey, never mind. So, first thing is let's make our card base. So, this is how I do all my card bases. Pretty much. A4 sheet of card in with the short side at the top, cut at 10.5 centimetres. I'm sorry, I do work in centimetres because I'm in the UK and work with A4 cardstock. And then I turn it round so you've got the long side at the top and I score it. Now, I score at 14.85, but you could score at 14.8 and it doesn't make an awful lot of difference. But just have it, and that then makes a 10th-fold card. Now the reason I do a 10th-fold card is because when I'm standing it up to take a photograph of it, it photographs better. Simplest reason for doing it, because people don't tend to be able to open a 10th-fold card. If you're sending a 10th-fold card, people get very confused about how to open it. So then my layer on the front of there is in basic white, and that is 10 centimetres by 14.3. So it's half a centimetre shorter and narrower than my card base. And then if I do any other layers on, I just go half a centimetre shorter and narrower again. All of those measurements are on my blog. If you click over to StampinByHannah.co.uk, and at the top there's an About Me tab, and in there there's one that says standard card measurements. I've got my piece of watercolour paper. I'm going to pop that to one side for a second, and I'm just going to trim a strip off of this designer series paper. There we go. And I can move my trimmer out of the way. So, let's do some watercolouring first. We're going to do watercolouring first, and then some die cutting. So, I need the warm welcome stamp set. And I thought I'd watercolour because it's wood. I want a wooden door. And, I mean, this might go horribly wrong. Yeah, you'll never know. But the wooden door thing, I just thought, let's do a wooden door and let's watercolour it. And I also want the, which I now can't see, the little arm with the bunch of flowers, which I just think is very sweet. And then I can't decide which sentiment to use either. So, shall we go with... Let's go with Hello, I Miss You. So we've got little sentiments that we can kind of stick together. So, hello. Hello, Emma. Lovely to see you. I hope you are well. Yeah, miss you. There we go. Oh, that's all of my stamps out of the case and somewhere that I'll probably lose them in a minute, but that's okay as well. They will get found on my desk. So I want to mount this stamp on. So this is quite a large block. This is, and I've just ruined it as well. Let's try that again. With a stamp like this, where you've got kind of it wiggles. If you lay it flat first, and then pop your your block on the top, and it'll hold. So what size block is this? This is Stampin' Up! E block. Which isn't the very, very biggest one, but I think it's the second biggest. And I've got Stays on ink today because we're doing watercolour. So this, and I haven't, if you saw my Facebook Live, either replay here on YouTube or over on Facebook on Sunday, you'll know that this ink pad needs a little bit of re-inking. I probably should actually have used my Stamparatus for this. So... we need to pray. Pray that this works. Ready? Oh, that'll do that. Very nice, right. I then also just want to pop the little arm with the flowers on as well. I need that block because I need that for my watercolouring in a second. So I've probably now got a thumb of... oh, not too bad. You don't want sticks on your thumb, really. It's not gonna end well. So there, just good. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. So I have got a load of ink colours today because I wasn't quite sure what colours I was going to use. And my ink pads, some of the older ones have kind of been a bit sun-bleached. So I've got Calypso Coral, Purple Pizzazz, So Saffron, Crumb Cake, Soft Suede, and this is Petal Pink, which is the colour in this designer series paper. So let's have the crumb cake and the soft suede first. And let's do this, get this door kind of coloured up. So I'm going to pop some ink onto this big block. And I like using this big block as a kind of palette. So I tend to just stick a bit of ink on, kind of on two corners. This could get really messy. And then I've got a spritzer. Now this one is a Tonic Studios one, but Stampin' Up do sell them. And I do have some Stampin' Up ones. I just tend to use this one for water. And I'll spritz the water on, quite a bit of water. And then I have a standard paintbrush. Now I know a lot of demonstrators that will use a water painter. And that's all very well and good for them. But I find that this method works better for me. So this is just straightforward crumb cake ink. With water in it, so it's watered down, and I'm just going to brush that all the way down and colour this door in. Now, I'm hoping that today's video looks a little bit better than it usually does, because I have rearranged my office for today's video, because this shadow here is my phone, and it's been driving me bonkers for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I've been, you know, when you can't work out how to make it better. The problem is I have one single light bulb in here. Because this is not my permanent craft room. It's going to change, hopefully, fairly soon. And so I've not invested. This light bulb hasn't even got a lampshade on it. That's how not invested I am in this room. But because of that, it doesn't light the room very well, and I end up with shadows. So I've moved my where I'm crafting around today, just in the hope that there's less of a shadow, because it was really bothering me last week. So do let me know if it looks a bit better. So what I've done now is I've just mixed a little bit of soft suede in with that crumb cake ink. So it's not a true Stampin' Up colour anymore, but that's absolutely fine. For the panels of this door. And I just like I kind of like a wishy-washy sort of effect. Nothing kind of really structured. Quite happy for it to look like it's hand watercoloured, because guess what? It is hand watercoloured. What do we think? That looks all right, doesn't it? Right. Then I have got a trusty microfiber cloth. I use this cloth for all sorts of stuff in my craft room. Just to clean that block off. I use it for cleaning stamps. I'm very naughty. I'm a very naughty demonstrator. I should always get my Stampin' Squab out, or I should say chamois. I don't own a chamois, so I can't get one of those out. Right, now then, I'm going to pop, again, some colours onto this block. So that is saffron in that corner. I'm going to do a bit of pepper pink in this corner. We're going to go for some pear pizzazz. Oh, in that corner. And you could also use re-inkers for this. It's just that I find ink pads easier to manhandle, and I'm less likely to make a mess. That doesn't mean I'm not going to make a mess. It just means I'm less likely to make a mess. So I need that spritzer again with some more water. And yeah, ink pad, my paintbrush is clean. So I get a bit of Calypso Coral. I'm going to do a stripy jumper. So we've got Calypso Coral sleeves. And I'm going to do a little bit of saffron in between. And this might run a little bit, but I'm actually okay with that. Bit of Petal Pink for the skin of that hand. Then we're going to do some leaves. Now this paintbrush is a little bit big actually for this image, because they're quite diddy. Let's see if the other one, I've got two paintbrushes on from my desk. I think this is the paintbrush that tends to flare out all sorts of different directions. Yes, it is. I think I need some. I think it's time I bought some new paintbrushes. I've had both of these paintbrushes for quite some time. So, and I'm not doing anything fancy with my colouring here. I'm literally just getting the ink on, or the watercolour. So let's have a little bit of So Saffron and a little bit of Calypso Coral again for the flowers. And I'm not doing anything remotely fancy with this colouring at all. There we go. How cute is that? Just adorable. And actually, I do want a little bit of crumb cake back again, just to do the kind of bag that they're in. So, wrap. It'd be a wrap round flowers, wouldn't it? That would, you know, goodness me. So, the other thing I'm doing is that occasionally we'll just use the well of the ink pad as a bit of a palette. So there we go. Really quick, really simple. Hopefully it won't take too long to dry either. So I'm going to wipe all of that off before I put my fingers in it and make a mess. Because that, you know, if you've been here before, you'll know that's likely to happen. So I'll put that to one side for a second. And I'm going to grab a block and a scrap of basic white, just to do my sentiment. So I'm going to take, where's it gone? I've got Memento for my sentiment because I don't want to use stays on if I don't have to. So we're going to do hello, and then miss you, which we can stamp really close underneath. How cute is that? So cute. And then I'm going to take the Stylish Shapes dies again. And they've got, I bought this die set for the circles and the squares. But these labels are just adorable. So I think this might be a little bit big. Yeah, but I think that'll work. Yeah, so we need quite a few dies out now. So I've got the... Sorry, my nose has gone all snuffly. I don't know what keeps happening to me. Every time I do video, every time I start filming, I get a cold. So I've also still got my Diet Coke. If I'm filming, there's a Diet Coke in my hand, I promise. Always. So we need that label for the sentiment. Then we need a few dies out of here. We need the door, which is that one. Then we need the inner bit of the door there, but we're also going to do that with the designer's paper as well. And that cute little hand. And I've already gone ahead and die cut the door handle. So, shall I just go ahead and die cut? I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. If I move it in and out of shot, it's going to just be a pain in the bum, isn't it? So, we'll try. We'll give it a go. We'll see how well it works in this orientation of my craft room. Because I don't usually bring it on and off, because it is just a bit awkward. I need the mini one, I think. I do need the mini one. Just because it's easy. I mean, all of this would fit in the mini, I think. So, let's just... Is that central? Yeah, it's good enough. So, run that through. How is everybody today? So, it is Wednesday. Wednesdays are like my busy day of the week because it's the day I don't go to work. I have a day with my kids on a Wednesday, and so it's like school runs and baby classes and like complete madness usually. So I'm just going to pop that through with the designer series paper. There. And I don't know if it's happened to anybody else. So we had lovely weather this morning, really lovely. And then halfway to school this afternoon to do pick up, goodness me, it started raining, and it's not stopped. It wasn't as bad. Last Thursday I did the school run and was actually drenched by the end of it because I'd not anticipated rain. I had anticipated rain today, so I'd put a coat on, which is always a good one. And I'd put the rain cover underneath the pushchair, which, yeah. George was not impressed with me last week when he got absolutely drenched. Emma says, "Oh, I chucked it down as I picked the kids up." Yeah, I'm glad that it wasn't just me. Seems to happen, doesn't it? I don't know what it is. Somehow it gets to 3 o'clock and suddenly, if it's going to rain that day, it'll rain at 3 o'clock. Do feel sorry for Elle. We've got what's it called? Level crosser. Lollipop lady. Like every time I see her, it's absolutely belting it down. I feel very sorry for her. So run that door through. Ooh. Ooh. Don't worry if your machine clicks and bangs and makes all kinds of weird and wonderful wacky noises. If your die fits through the machine, it means it's okay. If it doesn't fit, stop. So there's that bit. And then we need this little cute little hand arm with the flowers. I see that some of you are crafting along with me this evening. I think there's probably we've got a team event coming up in a couple of weeks. Well, not this weekend, next weekend. And I know that there's a lot of swaps being made. I haven't started or thought really yet, so we'll see. The intention is that I get some swaps made. Whether the reality is that I get swaps made, we shall. The jury's out on that one. So let's just a bit more washi tape. I put washi tape on my die cuts when I'm die cutting purely because I do not trust myself. And I do not trust that, that my die isn't going to move or I'm going to make a mess. So I tend to put washi tape on. I am going to try and do swaps. If I manage swaps, Julie Addison might actually, I think she might actually spontaneously combust. Because I try. Every year I try. And it never quite happens, but hey. Too busy doing lives and, looking after little small children. So, and I always bring sweeties. I always swap sweeties. There's always Melams on my table. Anybody can have one. We've had our supply list actually for our team event through this afternoon as well. So I'm quite glad that there's not actually enough time to do shopping because otherwise I would probably have spent quite a lot of money. As I don't have very much of what's on the list. Never mind. So we've got the little door with the wallpaper and the little arm and the hello. So we just need to put it on together in a card now, don't we really? So I've got, and the little door handle. The little door handle that's going to go on there. Oh, isn't that cute? So cute. Sorry, Emma, I missed that. What did you say then? Oh, why can I not see comments? Oh. Make a project and just make a printout. It's a DIY. So yes. You know, I might just cut everything and then bring it and you can do it yourselves. Yeah. I'll happily sit and die cut for hours. So I'm going to make this card base. I just burnish that just so it does sit flat. And then I'm just thinking, because I don't like things that float very much. Do I need something underneath? Yeah, no, it'll be fine. And I have, I've got some layers to go. So I've got this layer of vellum as well that just could go underneath. Or should we emboss the background? That might be a nice idea, mightn't it? A bit of embossing on it. Or some background stamping. There's just too many choices, isn't there, when it comes to card making? So I'm gonna do away with the vellum. I think stick to just these pieces. But I think, yeah, we're gonna stick with that. Right. Decision made. So we've got bad when you're an indecisive crafter. Don't know if there's a not indecisive crafter, to be fair. I don't think they really exist. Just while I am sticking everything down, just to let you know, I did mention earlier on about next Tuesday, when Stampin' Up goes live in 2 brand new countries. In the Republic of Ireland and Belgium. And to celebrate the launch of Stampin' Up in those 2 brand new places, the rest of us get a fabulous joining offer. So if you are thinking about joining Stampin' Up, next week is a really good time to do it. Because you get, it's £99 to join. And you normally get to choose £130 worth of product. But next week, in October, or I think, shall I just check the dates on this? I do have it up, but I've not looked at the dates. So the 4th to the 31st of October, 2022, you can choose £154, which is €207, worth of Stampin' Up goodies. Anything you like, anything you choose in the catalogue, or that you can find on the website. So that's clearance rack. I did put clearance rack stuff in mine. In my starter kit, all those many, many moons ago. Yeah, anything you can find on the website can go into your starter kit. So £154, you're only going to pay £99 for it. You are not going to pay for shipping, and you're going to get 20% off for the next... What would that be? End of March, you'd get 20% off too. Well, how cool is that? And then, if you've met your minimums, you can carry on and get, you get more. More and more. Oh, that's cute. Isn't that cute? So what I did before I die cut the door handle, I did pop a little bit of adhesive sheet on the back. So, hopefully, this will just stick on. So yeah, if you want to know any more about joining Stampin' Up, do just let me know. Drop me a message. Instagram's usually the best place to contact me, so that's StampinByHannah. Just search StampinByHannah on Instagram, and I should come up. Little door handle, so cute. I'm going to pop a dimensional on the back of that. Where have my dimensionals gone? There they are. And as well, it is the 28th of the month this month, which means it is brand new code club time. So if you are placing an order in the next month, this is the code you want to be adding in your basket to get something fabulously free from me as well. So I'm not telling you what it is. Never ever share what it is, actually. Yeah. You get something. If you are already in my team, hopefully, in the next couple of days, you will be getting an email from me. Actually, you probably get 2 emails from me. You'll get one that's got our monthly review. That'll come out on the 1st, as usual. And then one that will have your September crafty projects in it. Because I haven't done it yet this month, because I'm a bit behind. So... I'm quite pleased with that, actually. I do have, as well, some of the pastel pearls, but they're not quite the right colours, so I'm going to leave those off. So that is, I think, quite a cute card. with the door that I'm really, really scared of, using the warm welcome stamp set from Stampin' Up. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that little bell, because that tells you when I am live, or when I've got a new video out. I am live here on YouTube every Wednesday evening at 7:30. I wasn't here last week because I had an internet problem, but still, I'm here at 7:30 every Wednesday. Anything else that I can help you with, Stampin' Up wise, do let me know. And I hope to see you again really soon. Thanks ever so much for joining me. Bye for now.